my name is Kaylee, and in this lesson, we're going to talk about the three branches of the United States government. The United States government is a representative democracy. This means the citizens vote for people called politicians, and these politicians have different jobs in government that make decisions and vote on laws, rights, taxes, foreign affairs, and other important parts of government and life in the United States. The U.S. government is divided into three branches, or three parts. This makes sure that no one group or single person has too much power. The three branches are the legislative branch, the executive branch, and the judicial branch. Let's start with the legislative branch, which is also referred to as Congress. It is the job of Congress to write and vote on legislation. Legislation is a fancy word for laws. But besides creating laws, Congress also makes the budget for the government and taxes citizens to pay for the budget. Congress is the only branch of government that can declare war on other nations. And it is Congress's job to perform government oversight. This means Congress makes sure that the other branches are doing their jobs right. There are two parts that make up Congress. You can think of these as the branches of the legislative branch. These are the Senate and the House of Representatives. The Senate is made up of 100 members. Each of the 50 states gets 2 senators. The other branch, the House of Representatives, has 435 representatives. Each state has a different amount depending on that state's population or how many people live in that state. Citizens of each state vote for their senators and representatives. Now, the executive branch might be the branch of government that you have heard about the most. The leader of the executive branch is the president. The president's job is to enforce or veto the laws made by Congress. The president is also commander-in-chief. That means the head of the U.S. military. The executive branch is also responsible for diplomacy, which is relationships and negotiations with other nations, and signing treaties. There are federal agencies that help the president do all of these jobs. Within the executive branch, there is the president, who is the leader. The president is voted in by the citizens of the United States. Then there is the vice president. The vice president's main job is to be ready to take over as president if something happens. But the vice president also advises the president and can break a tied vote in the Senate. The vice president is chosen by the president. There's also the cabinet. The cabinet is a group of advisors to the president and the heads of 15 departments in the government. The president chooses the cabinet and the Senate votes to approve them. The third branch of government is the judicial branch. The judicial branch is made up of judges and courts. The job of the judges and courts is to interpret the laws that Congress has made. Judges do not make laws, but they can decide that a law is unconstitutional or violates the rights of the U.S. citizens, and then it is no longer a law. They only make decisions about laws in cases where someone can show that they have been harmed. Within the judicial branch, there are different levels of judges and courts. The Supreme Court is the highest in the country, and it has the final say on any cases. Then there are district courts and the Court of Appeals, which deals with cases that don't need to go to the Supreme Court. All judges of the U.S. government are judges for life. This is so they can make decisions they know are true without being worried about losing their job. They're chosen by the president and confirmed by a vote in the Senate. It's important to understand that the United States government is divided into three parts to make sure no single person or group has too much power. This is what helps us to be a representative democracy. Practice what you learned about the 3 branches of government by doing the online games and quizzes. Have fun, and remember to always be clever.
Hey, hey.